Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching my channel. Thank you once again for tuning in to Ladies Touch. And since it's Wednesday, we're back again to talk about ways in which we can save while planning an event, weddings, birthday, whatever it is that you're planning. Today, we're talking about caterers. What ways can you save in the catering department while planning your event? So if you're planning a wedding and you're Nigerian or whatever nationality you are, and you're doing the African wedding, traditional wedding, and the white wedding, listen, you don't need to have traditional food for both the traditional and the white wedding. It is not necessary. Most of the halls that we use for our white weddings nowadays, they provide the food. It comes with the food. They might charge per head or whatever it is. I'm not certain what rules and regulation applies to every hall, but if the venue you're using comes with food, as in with your payments that you're making for the hall, and it comes with food, listen, take advantage of that. You don't need to have traditional food at traditional wedding and then, our native traditional food at your white wedding. It's not really necessary. It's not that serious. If your guests must eat traditional food, let them go home. They have kitchen. Let them go cook. Okay? Save your money, because at the end of the day, it's going to be you and your hubby after the wedding. So save your money. And if your hall doesn't come with the food and you want to have traditional food, and even if it comes with food, and you must in fact add that traditional food, listen, do all the swallows, all the pounded yams and egusi and okra and all of that good stuff. Do that on the traditional wedding. And then for your white wedding, keep it simple. Have your rice, have your plantain, have your chicken, have your fish. Simple. You don't need to have all the native food on board. You're wasting money because not everybody eats the same thing. So just keep it simple, straight to the point, save your money. Now, for you caterers, when we come for tasting, which is another tip, I would say you guys should always go for tasting. Okay, always go for tasting. Always make sure that the license and everything is in check before, the D-Day. So now, caterers, this is for you. When people come for tasting, I know you always put your best foot forward. You give them the, presentation and everything. Make sure that is the same food they're getting on that day. I've been a victim of this. Make sure that the food that they taste when they come for tasting is what they're given on that day, is what their guests are eating on that day. Now, back to my point for the people who saving for their wedding. Okay. Now, some venues require that your caterer must be licensed, and I'm not talking any type of just license. I'm talking about the license that comes with you having a restaurant. Since most venues, I don't know about other parts of the United States, but here in Maryland, most of these venues are starting to ask for that. Your caterer must be a licensed caterer with a restaurant license. Since that is the case, guys, listen, you must not use a hall or a venue. Your venue must not be one of these venues that, that they are so big on what you're bringing, what your caterer has or what license your caterer has. You don't need, listen, Kayla Hall and some of these other halls, they're not big on the license. They really are not. So do your research. Find a venue that is not big on the license, because most of the caterers, most of these indoor caterers or whatever, they don't have the restaurant license. They might even have a regular license to cater, but they don't have a restaurant license, which is what most of these halls are looking for. So do your research, get a venue that does not necessarily, need a restaurant license, and that way you can even get cheaper cheaper caterers. Caterers who do not come with all this license, restaurant license, or all this fancy stuff, they usually are more cheaper than caterers who come with the restaurant license. In case you don't know, prove me wrong. Do your research, come back and leave a comment underneath this if you can prove me wrong. Well, that will be it for today. That will be it for my video for today concerning caterers. I hope I was able to help. Not bashing anybody, but just trying to help you guys out there. I hope I was able to help you guys out. For those of you who do not know, or for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Lade. I am the Lade of Lade's Touch. I am a decorator. Be sure to follow me on Instagram on Lade's Touch. And if you have any events coming up, be it your wedding, your birthday, whatever event it is, be sure to reach out to me. Let's discuss your budget. Let's discuss what it is I can do for you as far as your deal. Thank you so much for watching my channel again. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Have a great and wonderful rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.